Alright guys, we're back and welcome to 4-Wheel Drive Talk episode 19. Now in this week's news, Motor Trend named its Truck of the Year. You want to take a guess at it? Now, if you guessed the Rivian R1T, I would say, hey buddy, you are correct. So why did they choose that truck? Well, we're going to discuss that very topic in a moment. Now, also in this week's news is a new spy photo that shows the Bronco Everglades with an awesome paint job and some really interesting factory installed goodies. Now, we'll also discuss Toyota's plan to add a midsize EV truck to their lineup and a compact EV SUV to their lineup as well. Now, before we dive into all of this, though, I do have a quick favor to ask you. You see, we put these videos together, these small, little, bite-sized little news nuggets together every single week to keep you informed as far as what's happening in the industry. If you could do me a big favor, huge favor, hit that like button down below. It really does help with the whole YouTube algorithm. That said, my friend, let's get on to this week's headlines. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not the least bit surprised that the Rivian R1T is Motor Trend's Truck of the Year. Now, if we go back, a couple months ago, to the first review of the R1T, now they described the truck as the most remarkable pickup that they've ever driven, and really, that's a big set of shoes. So you had to know, or at least have a good idea that they were going to be naming the R1T as the Truck of the Year after a remark like that. Now, Motor Trend didn't just name the R1T as its top truck because it's an electric vehicle either. Instead, they point out that the R1T is reflective of what trucks have become. Now, for most people, trucks are anything from luxury vehicles used for toting the family around to capable off-roaders. Now, the R1T seems like a hybrid of both and so much more. Now, the interior is luxurious. It has a gigantic touchscreen, damn the size of Texas, in the middle of the dash to prove it. But it's also still a utility vehicle with a bed for carrying cargo and the ability to carry a very impressive 11,000 pounds. And it's an all-wheel drive that gives it excellent off-road capabilities. And while we're speaking of off-roading, the R1T has a range of 314 miles, and really, that's plenty for a day trip on rough trails. Plus, the R1T already has the ability to charge at 190 kilowatts, and in the future, Rivian claims that 300 kilowatts is on the table for over-the-air charging. Now, Rivian also is moving ahead with installing EV stations in parks, campgrounds, and in trailheads as well. So while this truck will certainly sell to the suburban crowd that wants a truck as a grocery getter, man, those of us that are looking for a capable off-roading EV also seem to what we want in the R1T as well. Now, if you want to learn more about the R1T, check out the description below for a link over to the Rivian website. Now, the Rivian R1T isn't the only off-roader that won wide acclaim this year. Now, the Ford Bronco has become hugely popular, and that popularity means that Ford is doubling down and adding to the Bronco lineup. Now, one of the new offerings for 2022 is the Everglades package, which will have a marine-grade interior, multiple new paint colors, including, I'll put it on the screen right now, this eruption green, which you can see peeking out from behind the camouflage. But it also has a factory-installed snorkel and winch. Now, I'll be the first to say that, man, I'm not a huge fan of the base Broncos. Man, I remember when this thing first came out, or when Ford announced and all the photos started getting released and snuck out and all that other fun stuff, I saw like, wow, this thing looks pretty damn cool. But then when I saw one in person, I'm like, damn, this thing is really small. But the Everglades looks like a big old off-roader that would be right at home on the dunes. Now, word on the street is that the Bronco Everglades will be available sometime next summer, so be on the lookout for the Ford Raptor right around that same time as well. Now, Toyota made a splash this week by announcing they will launch more than a dozen EV models by 2025, which, man, that is right around the corner, only 3 years. Now, the most interesting part of their announcement is that there will be a EV truck and a EV SUV. Now, the truck, which is literally called Pickup EV, it looks a lot like the current Tacoma, both in styling and in size. Now, the SUV is called Compact Cruiser EV, and now when you look at this thing, this looks a lot like the FJ Cruiser that ended its run back in 2014, which I still don't understand why Toyota discontinued. That is such a cool looking truck. Now, since the announcement was just made, there aren't really many details about the specs or the features that these vehicles will have, but it just goes to show that more and more automakers are making that leap into electricity, even trucks and SUVs that might see a good deal of off-road time. All right, guys, let's close off by announcing the winners of our last giveaway. Drum roll. Robert F., you won the 11-piece Camp Kitchen cooking utensils set. Red Dirt Overland, you won the CT Camptronics rechargeable camping lights. And Octavio Rodriguez, brother, that is a cool name. You won the $100 Amazon gift card. Congrats to all three winners. I look forward to hearing from you so I can get your prizes out to you as soon as possible. Now, as usual, we got our next giveaway locked and loaded, and it starts right now. Here are the three prizes that we have this time around. We have the Lumade Pack Light, we have a Stanley Adventure Cook Set, and a 3-pack Mountain House Meals. Entering the giveaway is really simple. Step 1, like this video and subscribe to our channel. Step 2, leave a comment below. In fact, the more videos that you watch and leave a comment on, the more chance that you have to win. So get watching some of our other videos and leave some comments. Step 3, register on 4-Wheel Drive Talk and introduce yourself in the forum. Now, if you already registered on the site during one of the last giveaways, you're still eligible to win. But as I keep saying over and over again, swing on by, say hello, let us know what you're doing, or how you've been doing rather. And friend, that is it. For complete details on the giveaway, including how to register on 4-Wheel Drive Talk and how to say hello in the forum, check out the description below. Good luck. Well, there you go, guys. 4-Wheel Drive Talk episode 19 is in the bag. As always, it's that time of the video where I'm going to ask you to do all that YouTube stuff that is oh so valuable to the channel. So if you found some value with this video, hit that like button down below. If you're currently not subscribed, man, we would love to have you part of this family. So please consider hitting that subscribe button. And while you're at, smash, kick that bell so therefore you're notified each time, my friend, that we come out with a video just like this one. Well, that's all I really have to say here today. So, friend, I'm going to be jumping out of my studio. You get out there, stay healthy, and find your adventure.